Today we talk from the first level first. For the first beginning, we learn in the Siêu Lim Tao, we learn what? Tan Sao. Okay? So the first motion we show is Tan Sao. For double Chi Sao, then the Tan Sao have to go first. And the Tan Sao usually much higher. A lot of people lower. It's wrong. Usually we have to higher to the shoulder or hit the face. So this is a Tan Sao. And then for the Tan Sao, we cannot put out to the side, because for the song of the Wing Chun is we chasing center, we never chasing hand. If you chasing hand, then you are force against force. You are not the best fighter. The best fighter is using your enemy force to hurt your enemy. So he put his power, I just put my angle and power point to stop his force. So this is Tan. But usually my enemy will know I'm coming at the first moment. So I will miss, I will lose the first chance. So I have to come second chance. The second chance, first I have to disturb him first. I make him not facing me. And then I take up his position, and then he will falling down. So I show you one time. The first, we go, he will stop. My angle now is wrong. I can't hit him. So I have to move my angle and make his angle wrong too. And then I take his position, and then he fly. So like in the quick motion is 1, 2. Then your enemy will fire away. Or even he's not fire away, we will make closing for him, and then he no chance. And people will ask, hey, you Chi Sao like this, when you fight, how can you fight? It's easy. The same motion. Now the action we do is like this. In real fight, he hit me, it's also like this. Or he coming, and then I like this, also fly away or two. Because we first using Tan Sao, our elbow had to down. The elbow power is come from my hip and come from the ground. For the song we say, punching is come from your mind. Power is come from the ground. So you must learn how to use your ground power. Just you do business. If you have a band to support you, you can do big business. You said, no, I can help myself. I can take my own money to do it. Yeah, you can do it. But small business only. So the smart guy, you usually know how to using the force come from the ground. So when he come, even he big guy, then I just using the force from the ground, and then I can throw him out. And then a lot of people, they using the Tan Sao. They go, and you have to, the angle of your body. If your body angle is wrong, then it look like you win, but he pushing you, then you fly away. So the timing we learn is the cooperation of the hand, body, and leg. 3 timing in one. Now we go 1, 2, 3 step. A lot of people, the leg, they're chasing the front leg is wrong. He move this leg back, then usually you have to chasing the behind leg, never chasing the front leg. Okay, if I chasing the front leg, he move back, on the way he will bring me. I will falling down. Some of the Wing Chun guy, when they Chi Sao, they like to put one leg in front. This is absolutely wrong, because this is a form you are ready for fight. It's not for sticky hand. If you put one leg in front, it's a pump, then you already on the ground. If he put his leg in the front, it's already on the ground. Finish. And also, this leg we take, and then we will finish him. For basic training, of course, we're not allowed to using leg, but you must know we have such problem if you put your leg in front. And also, the timing of Tan Sao always up. The Fook Sao facing to the center of your opponent. And then, the step, you have to chasing the behind leg. 3 motion in one. Now he's wrong. He moved the wrong leg. And then he put the leg in front. I stab him, and he finished. This is the first action of a Chi Sao. We call Tan Sao only. The second form we usually learn is Fook Sao. The Fook Sao we learn, we call it cover hand. Usually, your Fook Sao is on his Tan Sao. So, when he is Bong Sao, we're using the cover hand to cover his Fook Sao too. And then we take back the hand to hit him. So this is a Fook Sao. Of course, he have a form to disturb me. For I cover him, he can bong. And then take my hand back and then hit me. This is we call Lap Sao or Bong Sao. Or I cover him, he can Kwan. He can Kwan, and then he underlap me, and then he can attack me back immediately. So, for this we call cover hand. But the best we learn cover hand is we have to learn one hand cover two. So, for learning, I cover him, he Kwan, I cover him too, then I will one hand cover his two. Or, when we lap his hand, we one hand correct his two, and then hit him. This is we call one hand cover two. For one hand cover two, we have cover, if we cover the first hand first, then the second hand will hit you. And then you cover the second hand, and then you changing. Then you can hit him. Or I catching the inside hand first, and then hit him. You catch his front hand, then you have to cover one more time, and then change one more time. If you cover his inside hand, then you just one hand, one action. This we call one hand cover two. One hand correct two hand. So for fight, we get one hand correct two hand. Or he hit us, and then I one hand cover his two. This is very useful to lock your enemy and control your enemy. Even he is strict punching, we just cover him, and then we can take it out. For fighting, the strict punch is good, but it's not mean no form can stop him. Usually a lot of people like strict punch. For strict punch, we can start with Kwan. We can start with Ding. We can start with Lap. A lot of form can stop it. Don't think it's nothing can hurt, can break it. We can start with Bill. We can start with Tan. The best is start with Kwan because safe. For the best protection of the stopping hand is Kwan Sao. He coming and he Kwan. And then even we don't hit back, we Kwan. And then we can take a very good position. So we're using Kwan Sao a lot. Kwan Sao is a very good close distance and then changing hand. And also he can give you a good closing distance and make a room for you to hit back. If he too close to me and then I no chance, then the Kwan Sao can make the room and then can hit back. Or he come close to me like this, then I can using Kwan Sao to move him out. Or some people catching you two hands like this, you using Kwan Sao and step, he fly away. Even he's 400 pounds, he still have to fight. If he don't fly away, what happened? His arm will broke. He coming. Now, we take his two arms broken. And then we take the position and then twist him and then hit him. Okay, then the cover hand, we go back to cover hand. For the cover hand, we also have a cover hand to break with the Kwan Sao. For the Kwan Sao, usually they have 1 point. You cannot hit back in the first action of your Kwan Sao. If I cover his hand, he hit back with the Kwan Sao, then I will hit him immediately. But if I cover him, he turn, and then he can hit back in the second time. You see? I'm not finished yet. He already hit me 5 times. So, for the Kwan Sao, it's a very good chance to make a chance to hit back. You see? So, when you're training, you must be very sensitive. Even now, I cover him, he hit back, and then he hit very fast. You have to learn, try to stop him. Otherwise, in fighting, you can say, hey, wait, no chance. So, you must learn very sensitive. And then, for the action, you need feeling. No feeling, you already get hit. But you have feeling, even you close your eye, you can stop him. So, the second part is learn how to stop your cover hand. When you cover hand, we're using Kwan Sao to hit back. For the most important of the fighting is every time you hit your opponent and then before you stop, first, the best way is push your opponent away. Second is make him not facing you. Third is take up his position. Or the last one is finish him. But in training, you cannot do that. But the most important thing is move your opponent out. A lot of people, they hit him, they stop it, and then hit him, and then, you see, suddenly you get hit back. And then they talk, and then bite their tongue. But when I hit, before I do, I push him out first. Then it's okay. First, push him out. Second, making him not facing you. Third, take up his position. Number 4, finish him down on the floor. You must remember, this come out from my experience. Every time I stop, I get hit. Not because my opponent better than me, because my opponent is too scared. So he hit back me. Or my opponent is too nervous, or too emotional, or maybe too crazy. I already stopped, then he hit me back. Okay? Now we talk about tan. The first we talk about tan. The second we talk about fork, cover hand. And number 3, we talk about bong. For the bong, we also have lap. We also have tan. For the lap, from double Chi Sao, how we turn to bong. Usually, we can turn from under lap and then become a side bong. But one thing you must remember is we go under lap, we one hand open for our opponent. He can one hand cover you too. But when he cover me one hand too, we quan. It's okay. So it doesn't matter. When you go, he down, then you have to quan. So this is we call under lap. For lap, we have 2. One is under lap. One is overlap. They are all correct. But of course, overlap is more safe. Underlap is more dangerous. But sometimes why we have to underlap? When our opponent, the hand, is over my area of bong sao, then we have to overlap. Because he have room for us to catch. But if our opponent pushing me like that, he no room for me to catch. So I have to under. So, depend how your opponent put his position. Of course, you say, hey, we can tan. Now we're talking about lap, so we don't use tan. Later, maybe we will talk about tan. But for this, if hand is over your bong sao, it's overlap. If hand is under your bong sao, it's underlap. Your hand is more under your arm, we don't underlap. We just turn and then hit him. Because he already give up his position. Then for the lap sao, a lot of people, they do it wrong. Even they are so simple. A lot of people, they just hit your opponent's arm. They think that if they broke their opponent's arm, they will win. You're wrong. If you broke your opponent's arm, he broken, you broken too. If you try, we take two wood, hit each other, two wood broken. So this is not a good form. Of course, you can win maybe, but this is not a good form. For this, for the Lam Sao, the most important thing is your punch, is to facing the head of your opponent. And your Wu Sao, don't too close, don't too far away. You have to in the middle of your Bong Sao. And every time you see the timing is excellently come back. And then you hit this, it's not hit like this, it's a punch. The punching is like using the gun. If you have a gun, did you do like this, face to your opponent? You will do like this to your opponent. So while you're punching, will go like this. If you go like this, you will not shoot his head, you shoot the sky. So I want to make my opponent feel not safe. So I have to facing him. Facing him. And some people, they hit here. It's wrong. If you pass your ankle and go to the arm of your opponent, that means you put yourself in a bad position. When I hit him like this, he turn. I falling down. Or he using his elbow to hurt me. It's very dangerous. But a lot of people are still doing like this. I don't know why. Have to do like this. Now this is using the Bong Sao. And the Bong Sao, usually the Bong Sao, you have to going out. A lot of people, the Bong Sao is going in or very high. You see some magazine, they go like this. If you're so high, why have to hit your head? I hit you under, okay. If he Bong Sao is very high, I hit his under. I hit it under. Why you go so far? For Wing Chun, even you are correct, we still make you high. When he Bong Sao is correct, we still make him high. Then, if he is high, it's easy. I just come go and then he fall on the floor. Or, and he come like this, we call choke kill. No need to fight. For fighting, we have choke kill. We have choke kill too. Or, sometimes he's excellently right, but we choke kill too. This is we call choke kill. Choke kill in the Chinese mean breaking the breach of your opponents. For fighting of the Wing Chun song, 橋來橋上角, your hand cross over the breach of your opponent. 無橋自製橋啊嘛. If no breach to cross, make a breach. He hit me. This is breach causing the breach. And then hit. I cross over his breach to hit him. No breach. Then I make a breach. And then I can cross. Or I take the hand, he will touch. And then I will go, and then he will hit. And then I will go. And then I will go. It's under control. So, The bong sao is a bridge. But the first thing you must understand, the bong sao is not the first hand. He's a helping hand. It's a second hand, second form. If you fight with a person, in the first beginning, he bong sao already. You're happy because he show you the road to cross. So nobody will do the bong sao in the first motion. Only one reason is I hit him. He touched my hand, then he will bong sao. If I don't touch him, he bong sao. It's easy for me to one hand catching too. So nobody will do such kind of business. You already lose your money. The bong sao we call second action. When you hit, I stop him. He hit this one, I have to bong. So this is a second timing. So he coming, and then he coming, he coming, or sometimes we hit him. For Wing Chun fighting, we have 3 gates. This is the first gate. This is second gate. And this is the third gate. For us, we fight, he stop at the first gate. Usually, we using second gate. And then he stop the second gate, we using the third gate. And for, we Chinese say this, 3 jim, 3 sharp point. We go, pum, and he stop, tum, pum. 3 sharp point. For Wing Chun, we fight with distance. So we have 3 sharp point. For the lap sao, we have underlap, we have overlap. But for the lap sao, you have to learn it's changing. Then you can learn how to move your body to left and right. And also one thing, you learn lap sao, you learn how to catch your opponent. Sometimes he hit, we have to catch his hand. For catching his hand, we can control the distance or the facing we want. So we have lap. For the lap, if you are bad, if you miss, you see, I get hit. So, never miss. And for the lap, we have, when you catch, our thumb is over. Only one reason our thumb is under and catch, because we want to pull him. So we will catch like this. And then easy to control him. When we lap sao, we usually the thumb is over. Because when he hit me, I hit him first. I can let go. I lap, and then I can hit him. If I catch my hand like this, I want to hit him, I have to open and then hit him. Too late. So I have to over and then hit him, and then hit him, and then hit him, and then push him on the way. So for lap sao, always your thumb is over. Always your thumb is over. So for lap sao, it's a beginning to learning pulling hand. Pulling. For the Okay, for the bong, we also have, when we catch, we hold tight. So we need Pak Sao. For Pak Sao, he hold very tight from this side. So I have to park his hand because he catching too tight. For Pak Sao, a lot of people, they just, it's wrong. If you are right, the action is under. And then this hand down and this hand are over. The hand is, because his hand hold very tight, so this hand cannot go down. If you go like this, he will hold more tight. So this hand is a little bit up and then down. Now you can see the motion is very fast. But for us, we park because now it's practice. So we don't step. But for fighting, we will step. Because you step, your opponent fly away already. But the most important thing is that you put his leg in front, he will on the floor. You have to make yourself very sensitive. Every time you see his person in the leg in the front, is on the ground already. Every time you put his leg in the floor, and then break his leg already. Or and he coming, we take this, we take the second leg. So cannot show your front leg in the front. If you show your front leg in front, it break your leg too. In the front leg, usually you step this first and then break his leg already. Or you take this leg on the bed, you stand down, you break his leg. Okay, we go back to Pak Sao. For the Pak Sao, he can do a lot of form to stop me. First, he can Kwan, and then he can hit back. And the second, he can pop back immediately. He can pop back immediately. He can pop back immediately. Or sometimes he can using this hand to stop. But I tell you, if you use this hand to stop, I can hit back immediately. So we usually will act with the underlap. For this kind of action, it's very quick. The motion we go, and then he's up, and this is we can causing the hand. But the best form is hit back immediately. You park and then for our fighting, if your opponent hit back, then we will stop it from outside or inside. Usually outside, inside, inside, inside. For outside is safe. For inside is quick. For fighting, every time you are outside, you are in a good and safe position. But every time you're inside, you are quick and simple and gamble action. For us, we park us, and then we can change from outside to inside. For every action you learn, your hand must be very sensitive. The angle is excellently correct. Okay, then for lap sao, this is side park sao. And then we go back to pull. Because in the system, we have 5 systems. The first now we show is a causing system. It's not finished yet, but on the way, we are pulling. One time, a guy using karate to hit me. Then he hit like this. Then we using lap. And then he's on the floor. His head hit the floor. But because they have match, not on the street. But because he hit, his step is here and his hand is here. So we pull it on the floor. But of course, this is surprise. He didn't think I will pull it so quick. But usually, pulling, it can make out the balance of your opponents. It's a very useful action. In the pulling, first we have outside and inside pulling. For outside, we catch this hand first and then pull. Now this is a match. He's soft. If this is a wall, he will break the wall and break his body. He's going, we go slowly. He will break the wall. The best fighting of Wing Chun is not using yourself to hurt your opponent. The best fighting is if you're using your surrounding things and using the surrounding equipment to hurt your opponent, then you are smart fighters. So Wing Chun teach you how to fight smart and more simple and short timing. He hit me, I stop and then I pull him and then finish. Why I have to wasting my energy? Sometimes he hit, then I just change. And then he hurt the wall. Finished. The more timing to shortcut your fighting, you will save more energy and win more beautiful. No people will, I hit him and he hit me. On the way I win, but you blue eye all broken, you lost 2 teeth, you broken your bone and then you win. Don't tell me you win. Because you pay too much, then you win. This is no good. Okay, first we're using outside lap. Second, we learn inside lap. This is his Wu Sao here. I catching his inside. And then turn. And then when you pull, be careful your step. First, this hand have to straight. This leg have to move. And this hand have to catch his ankle of the arm. And then push. We can show in here, maybe the camera here. So, the hand is straight. And this hand is catching this. Because this have a bone, so I catch him, it's not easy to lose. So we go. Or sometimes we hit them on the mat, but sometimes we just make him lock his position only and then hit him. We no need to make him exactly to hit something. Otherwise you said, Sifu, I can't find the wall. I can't find any table or any chair. No need, you just make him wrong and then fly him away. So, the first we learn is outside catching. The second we learn is inside catching. And then now the number 3 we learn is chain catching. I catching this hand, he hit me on the way. I have to give up to catching him, so I change. So from left side, change to right side. So I go this, he change this. This is we call chain action. A lot of fighting, we have chain. And then this is we call chain. And also we have inside lap. For fighting, this is outside. I catch from outside. I catch from outside. But we have inside too. This is inside. And then hold the hand here, not here. And then we move. So for fighting, we have inside. He hit. Take this, and then this is inside. So when you save the time, you get inside, it's far away. If behind have step, thank you. And you no need to pick him up. He will go home. He fly away already. And then the last one, not the last one, the following action is we call opposite lap. Usually we take this is how to say that, on the way.
As they come.
As they come. But now we all opposite. We turn our body to opposite the arm. And then, so this is, we call opposite training. And this is a very good control action. Sorry. Because this hurt a lot. Bump inside on the way. So you see the lap sao, we can outside, inside, or inside action, or opposite action in the lap sao. And also, we have catching net. Or catching coat. Some people, they wear jean jacket. I like it. Because easy to tie or easier to catch. For Wing Chun, they very sticky. When you catch anything, they won't let go. If they have a cowboy jean, then we take the cowboy jean and then fly him out. One time I fight with one of my students, he in the winter, he have a cowboy jean, and then he coming, I just catch the jean and then tie it, and then catch the jean, and then cover it, and then throw it on the floor, and he tie cannot move. Later I have to pick it out and then take out the bottom, and otherwise he tie already on the floor. So it's funny, huh? So we can catch from the neck and catch with the coat. So this is we call pulling. And then, okay, this is one part of a pulling action. And now we go back. We're talking about the tongue already. We talk about the fork already. And then we talk about the bone. For the bone, we also using some type of bone sao. Now, one thing I want to ask you is, then maybe you show. Now, he hit me. I'm using this hand to bone. My bone sao is on the right position or wrong position? Wrong? Right? Wrong? Wrong or right? Then half. Now he hit me. I'm using my bong sao. And then he hit this hand. Can this hand hit me? No. So this hand is right. So we call right bong sao. Now he hit me. I'm using bong sao too because he come too quick. No choice. Now this bong sao is right or wrong? Why? Why wrong? He can hit me here and hit me here. So my bong sao is wrong. But on the fighting, sometimes everything comes up so happens so quick, no choice. You won't say he hit you and then if you can on the way change 2 times, then you have to learn more better on the way you hit back. Then you say more one timing. So for the training, we have correct bong sao, and we also have wrong bong sao. But first, when we training, we have to train wrong bong sao first. Because why?
Then right is easy.
Then
doing it right is easy.
Yeah. And also, your wrong bong sao is more danger. You will get more easy to hurt. But if your wrong bong sao, you still can make it safe, then your right bong sao excellently, no problem, no weak point. So when the following training is when he cover my hand, I'm using my wrong bong sao to bong. And then he will hit me, so I'm using tan to hit him. This is we call tan da. Tan da. A lot of people they will ask, hey, you say you are chasing hand, then now you are using tan da. Then your tan sao have to chasing the center, or your punch sao, or your punching hand have to chasing the center. Which one?
Punch.
Tan sao or strict punch? Punch. Okay. So I have to tell you, if you only one hand, he hit me, I'm using tan sao, my tan sao have to facing the center. On the way we using tan sao and the punching together, then your punching is the point, not the tan sao. The tan sao only is a helping. So your punching is facing the center. No need to form go to the center. A lot of people they say, okay, you say chasing center, don't chasing hand. Okay, then we go. Then you see, Sifu, I'm 2 hand chasing his center, and his arm is up. In one thing, where the power come from the ground. How can your hand take the power from the ground? Elbow. Why your elbow is up? You see a lot of magazine, he hit you, his hand is like this, and then hit this. Do you think this is work? He can hit you in here and catching with this hand. Oh, dang. Because this is no power. When you learn Wing Chun, you must learn the form, the foundation, the basic. They have a lot of structure. It's not only good looking. Wing Chun never good looking. Wing Chun only good using. I don't mind you how you fight, but it's very good using, not good looking. For this, even we do this action, elbow is down. only Hyun Sao is up. So you see this, we don't do this. We do this, or he hit, then we just make him down and then hit him. And for hitting, if you more far away, more long distance, do you have power? Just using a stick very long to hit you. Did I have power? If I want to hit him, I have to come close and then hit him. That means more close, more power. More far away, no power. So when you hit, I have to come close. If I hit, even I touch him, no power. It's only good looking only. So for the bong sao, this is a wrong bong sao. And then you hit this hand with tan. This is we call tan da. In the tan da, we have two forms. You will see one tan da is out. One tan da is in. Why?
One you're moving, one you're staying in the same position.
Yes. If you stay on your same position, you are sitting. So this is in. When you are moving, you're chasing your opponent. This is out. Say in a different position and different using. If he hit me on long distance, then I will out. I will out. But if he hit me in a close distance, I will in. I will in. I will in. So usually we in when we are sitting. We out when you are chasing. So it's a very important point. See, in the bong sao, we have the wrong bong sao. For the wrong bong sao, we have tan. We have pak. We have lap. We have push. But for the lap, usually a lot of people, they lap the hand like this, is wrong. For lap, you have to lap to the side and very close. For if you learn the wooden dummy, your fighting will more narrow. You just find a gap to hit your opponent only. We don't need a big door. We just narrow gap we can go through. For the fighting, we have the best free timing. When your opponent hit you, you hit him first. This is the best timing. Every time he hit, you hit him first. This is the best timing. The second is when he hit, you let go, and then on the way he take back his hand, you go through. This is the second good timing. When he hit, and then the second, this is the second best timing. The last timing is when he hit, you stop him, and then you take his position. Or you stop him. On the way he hit me, he will bring my hand in, and then I hit him. So we call this, for the Wing Chun, we call Yun Wei Da. That we hit the person in the same position. That he hit me, and then I take this, and then you see he bring my hand in. I already hit him. Or he hit, he bring my hand in, and then I already hit him. Or he hit me this, I take this hand in, and then I hit him already. So we hit the hand in the same position. So you must know, for free fighting, we have 3 good timing. First is hit him first before he ready. Is that boom, hit him first immediately. In the tournament we use a lot. They go on your okay, ready, then we go, and he boom 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 hit him first immediately. The second is let him hit, then we just move, and he lost energy or finish his action, we hit back immediately. The number 3 one is your form is good, your timing is good, and then you control every his move. So he hit, no matter how he hit, you stop it already. Then you hit him anytime you like. But this one is more hard. You must learn more long time in a good position. Okay, we go back to the bong sao. After we do the wrong bong sao, then we have to do the correct bong sao. For correct bong sao, we also using tan. Now when he hit, so when he correct, and then we turn. For turn, we have to go forward. A lot of people go sideward. So he will cover by his opponent and hit back. So we have to go forward, and then using this hand, pulling down, and then hit the second. We go cover and then hit. The second action is park. The same. So this is correct bong, and then park, and then hit this, and then we turn. So we go. And number 3 is lap. We can lap this hand, but sometimes we lap this hand. But if we lap this hand, you must fast. So you go this, and then. But this lap little bit danger, because I have to gamble with his hand. I tell you, in the Wing Chun fighting, the best facing the best, they have a lot of chance to gamble. Just you go casino, you want to win more, you have to bet more big. You have to gamble. Go, don't think too much. Then you win a lot. If you go $10, you go for one day, you still only win $100 or $200. Okay, you go 100, and then 200, 400. Okay, go home. You see, the same for fighting. In the Wing Chun song, we say, first thing is don't afraid to get hit. The second is don't hit too much. That means your hitting must simple and directly and clearly. If you say, I beat him 10 times, don't tell me. You are not the best. If you say, I won action, I finish him, okay, good boy. Then you say, hey, Sifu, you are too cool. You teach people to fight and hurt somebody. Then why you come to learn? Go to ballet. Go to gym. Don't learn Kung Fu. To learning Kung Fu, you must win easily, directly, and short turn, short timing. Of course, you are a smart guy. You can control your thinking control your action, control what time you're using. If I give a gun for you, did you shoot every time? You will shoot reasonable, and the position is really have to use, is it? Otherwise, you seem like crazy guy. What different? Wing Chun only teach smart guy, or you say I'm not smart, but Wing Chun can make you smart. So the Wing Chun song inside they say, first thing, don't scare to get hit. If you're scared to get hit, then you won't have a chance to hit your opponent, and you won't come close to your opponent to hit him, and you won't lock him down so easily. Second is, don't hit too much. My sifu didn't like flower hand. Flower hand means your action too much, too beautiful, like paying, like joking. 我哋叫花手flower hand, but maybe a little bit different in English, but I hope you can understand.
Yeah, they use that. Use flowery hand, no? Flowery.
Oh, flowery hand.
Yeah.
Okay, it's work. Okay, and then the correct ball. Then we can laugh from here, or we can laugh from here. But for the lap style, the most important thing is the follow control hand. It's very important. When we lap and this follow hand is control. Otherwise, you also have to gamble. You see, I hit him, he hit me before I hit him. And then the last one is pulling. He hit me, then I pulling. So when he go, it's pulling. So the people, when he hit, then we go, we take this, the center. For pulling, we must push the center. If we not push his center, we cannot pull him. He can hit back immediately. He using time. He just hit me, okay. A lot of people, they walk a wrong way to do the form. His gun already shoot on my head, but he take back and then shoot again. So on the way, he hit immediately. In Wing Chun, your punching is like a gun. So your gun always face to your opponent. We won't face up there. We don't face to the side. We won't face to the ground. For fight, we just face to the head. Then later you learn, don't let the gun show on you. Just he hit me, I don't let the gun show on me. So I give him a wrong distance. You see, I'm using Wu Sao. I didn't move. He want to hit my nose, but he missed. Because my Wu Sao make him miss. And then he hit me. I'm using my Bong Sao. My Bong Sao make him miss. My Lap Sao make him miss too. You see? So later you learn, don't let the gun show on your head or show on your face. For fighting, if you don't let his gun show on your face, you win anytime. We can use Wu Sao, Bong Sao, Lap Sao, Tan Sao, you see? For Tan Sao, Tan Sao is a very useful hand. If we say the Bong Sao is the second position hand, then what is the first position hand? Tan Sao. Tan Sao is a first position hand for our fighting. Our Tan Sao. For the Tan Sao we go. And then he go this. For Wing Chun, you learn the following action. You must very good. Just you playing chess. If your opponent move one step, you kill one step. You are not a good playing chess guy. If your opponent move one step, you already know what his second step will be. Then you are good playing chess guy. For fighting, it's the same. He moved the first action. I already catch his second action. And then I finish him with my second action. So he coming, you see, I already catching his second action. Think over one head of your opponent. Otherwise, don't tell me you are a good fighter. Okay? And then, you see all the basic hand, where they come from? Siu Lim Tao. You see, the first we do is Tan Sao. The second cover hand is the Fok Sao. And then we do the Bong Sao. And then we do the Pak Sao. Before we talking about the side Pak Sao, is it? Okay, then we also have a Pak Sao in Cham Kil. And we also have a palm in Cham Kil. So for the following action, we learning is the Ding Sao. The Ding Sao is make a distance to your opponent. Now when your opponent cover hand and then hit you, or he using a straight punch, then we will using Ding Sao. But for the Ding Sao, usually not more than 3 actions. If you going too much, you are chasing hand. But if you are not going too much, then you can take your position immediately. So we have to learn Ding Sao. For the Ding Sao, we are chasing the center. You see, when I touch him, he will move back a little bit. If I touch him, he is not moving little bit, that means I wrong, not he wrong. He coming. He coming. Usually your opponent have to move back. If I go, then you are chasing hand. You are not using Ding Sao. But for the Ding Sao, then you using lap with the following action. And then for the Ding Sao after, we learned one motion. They add everything together. It's come out with my experience, not a traditional Wing Chun style. For we learning lap sao. Now we learn from under lap, and then side park, and then he cover with Ding, and then he push, and then he closing. Okay, I lap, I park, I lap and pushing, and then closing. Because we need the whole set of the form, we learning first we learning under lap, side park, and then push, and then closing. This is closing. For closing, why is it useful? If you can stop your opponent in a simple form, then you will save a lot of damage. Every time if you win your opponent, you have to blow his head off, or you have to break his teeth, you have to break his head. You win, but you are not the best fighter. Maybe your opponent will very hate you or piss on you. But if you win your opponent with a simple action and make him cannot move, and he hurt little bit, but he know if he move, he have a more damage, then you win. Your opponent will very respect you. And he say, oh, I can't win him, he's too good. So, your opponent will more respect you. So we need closing. We need closing. For the closing, for fighting, we have closing. Then sometimes we close, control him. Maybe he hit, and then we close. Or sometimes we break him on the floor. This is we call closing. But usually, for closing, we make him to the side, or make him to the wall. This is closing. Or we make it closing, or make it closing. Or sometimes we choose out, we using the wall. Then this is closing. For closing, we use short distance and make your opponent no room to fight back. So this is we call closing. When he hit, this is already closing. And then he stop my hand, and then this is more closing. Now he cannot do anything. He finished already. Or sometimes he hit me. I have a wall here, so I'm using two hands. And then this is closing. This is more simple. For Wing Chun, it's very good to control the opponent. We just turn. And then he cannot move. For the best fighting, it's simple and clear. He hit me, I just go, and then it's simple and clearly. This is we call closing. Okay, after we learn inside park. For this hand, it's a Fook Sao. Usually, his Fook Sao is control my Tan Sao. So I have to break his Fook Sao. And we call this is inside park. For inside park, we have to move the step of the Fook Sao, because the elbow have to stop this hand to coming out. He can take out and then hit me. But on the way I stop it, then he cannot come out so easy. But for the park, usually, no matter which part we park, we have to go back to the ribs. because this is the weak point. You see, we're using one finger, he cannot move. But if we're using one whole hand, he can move. So this part is a weak point. So for us, we park. We have to hold here, and then step little bit of the leg. But for real fight, when we park, we will step this leg because it will falling down very easy. Just like here at the match, we falling down very easy. So for the inside part, it's very powerful and dangerous hand. But for inside part, we have a lot of stopping form. When he inside part me, you see, he's wrong. He didn't step little bit, and this elbow didn't come close to me. And I can let go, and then I gamble with him. So he coming. I cannot go easier. So now he is correct. So when he park, this elbow have to out. This step have to out. But when he real fight, he step that side. You see, even I'm a big guy, I will falling down too. So he park. This hand is in. For stopping, we can using Quan. Quan Sao is the best stopping because, and then we can make the short distance to the opponent, make him close to us, and then we can hit him back immediately. So for the Park Sao, first he hit me first, but he cover, and then I will hit back immediately. So the first action is Quan. The second action we using jab. But for the jab, your opponent can turn back. So usually we have the following action is turn down. Turn down again. So when you park, you have to turn down. And then we can using bong. When you park, we can bong. And then we can using this side bong too, but not very fast, so we not use a lot. But we also using Wu Sao. But he can take back his hand to stop me. So he park. So every form you can hit back, he can hit back too. Depend who know the form. But some people, they have some dirty form. When you park, this is underhand, the up lower hook. It's not my fault. It's his fault because his elbow didn't down. When you park, his elbow down, I no chance. You see, some people in the fighting, they show when they hit, they will show hit like this. Maybe Chicken Do, maybe Wing Chun, they show like this. Okay, they go. They think this is the best. I tell you, the power is come from the ground. If I hit him like this, his elbow down, you see, he really broke my arms. But I don't know people why they always use. When they hit, they think this is the best. You see, the elbow down. You see, his power bring me back, you know. I want to let go, but I can't let go. I will fly away. His elbow only down only. He using a small action, I will fly away. This is danger. Don't try. For Wing Chun, we have something we don't use. In Wing Chun, we never hit under. Never. If under, we will kick or maybe using the neck. We won't hit under. If I hit you under, why are you chasing my hand? I hit you under, you hit my head. Who win? He hit me here. I hit him here. One against one. Who win? Who win? He win? I win, yeah. Then why I'm scared to gamble with him? In our logical is who on top, who's strong. If I hit him like this, he hit my head. Who win? He win? Yes. I'm lower, he is higher. So, who on top, who heavy? So you see the wrestling guy, no matter how difficult they want on top, nobody fight on the ground under. They will go back and then on the top, because on the top more heavy, more power. And Wing Chun, we never elbow up. Stop. Okay. And the second is, first I say don't hit under. You hit under, I hit over, then I win. Second is always elbow down, always elbow down. For he hit, my elbow won't go like this. My elbow, even I will go like this. Or I will go like this. I won't go like this. Because in Wing Chun, your power point is very important. In the high level, we are fighting your power point. We hurt your power point. You right? You correct? I will break your power point. I will fly you out and let you out of balance. So this is very important for the future. Okay? And then we're talking, this is correct inside part, correct. Why is correct? Because my opponent, two hands is under me. So this is correct. Now we do the wrong inside part. Why this is wrong? Because your opponent, the hand is over you. So I'm wrong. But I know I'm wrong. So I will step close to my opponent. Let him no room to fight back. So my opponent on the way, he have to take back the hand to push me out. But of course, depend whose timing good. So in the wrong inside park, the most important thing is step. But your opponent usually is taking this hand back, and then I will give up, and then I will change. But after this wrong inside park, we have the following hand, is we call changing hand. We take this, he will push me this, so I take back this hand before he push me this, and then I hit him. We call changing hand. For changing hand, it's a motion to make your opponent, he is in the right position, but we make it wrong. Like he hit me, he's right, you see, I make him wrong, and then I finish him. Or he is in the right position, I make it wrong, and then good for me to push. So we call this changing hand. Do you know which hand this hand come from? It's come from the second last part of the ceiling toe. Now, wake up to this. A lot of people, they don't know. They just okay, you can hit any part you like, but you must know why we use it. So this is, we call the changing hand. He trapped himself, not me. So this is, we call changing hand. A changing hand also have one motion inside the pole pie hand. In the pole pie hand, we have changing pole pie. So this is, we call changing hand pole pie action. Now, up to here, they are the first level of the fighting causing hand.